Hello, replay watchers. You seem to be who is with me right now. So if you do not see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you've missed me. That's okay, because every reading is a chance for a replay watcher to hear a message all their own. So give me just one moment. Oh, shucks. That needs to be corrected on Facebook. Well, technically, hold on, guys. I'm doing all the things. Looking all bummy on a Saturday night, right? So glad to have everyone joining me today. Let's see. And this is what I need to remove. Hi, Lily. Hi, Pascal. Hello, guys. I'm going to jump into my secondary device here. I'm trying to do all the things I need to do. Whoop. No, what? Hi, Lori Radford. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube with us. You're a subscriber on YouTube, right? Did you smash the thumb? Did you click the notification bell? That all makes a difference. Even if you don't spend a lot of time on YouTube. But obviously if you do, then that makes even more difference. Hi, Diana Rodriguez on YouTube as well. So give me just a moment to share this where I feel like it needs to go. Settle into the energy, you know what I mean? I feel like jet lagged or something. Hi, Leanne from England. Thank you for being here with me. It is Saturday night where I am, and I bet it is Sunday morning for you, right, darling? You are in the future for me. I'm tired, but you know what? I brought my favorite beverage. Let's do this. Grab your favorite beverage and crack it with me now. It's Saturday night, and we're going to have a good time. I'm also a responsible spiritual practitioner, so I also have my water. Balance, right? You gotta have balance. I'm doing okay. How are you? How are you guys doing tonight? Happy Saturday. Let's see what's going on. So, as you can see right here on Facebook, I seem to have my pre-orders still pinned. And technically, yes, Lily, I got your payment for the class. Thank you so much for that, darling. At this moment, I have yet to place the order. So it's pinned there inadvertently. I meant to unpin it. The real life pre-orders. However, I still have yet to place the order. I will be placing that order tonight or tomorrow morning. It depends on how long this goes, how I'm feeling afterward. I'll probably be all pumped and ready to order it, So if you want to get in your own guaranteed deck in your hands, send me a message. It is $50 to pre-order. There's no shipping costs. I'm covering everything because I understand that you'll have to wait a few weeks for your deck to be in your hands. Okay, but it will happen as quick as possible. And if you want to get in there, just message me directly. I won't reach out to you. I won't ask you to send me money or any weird stuff. You guys should be the ones making the first move to connect with me by booking a session, ordering a video, signing up for my Get Psychic program, okay, or communicating with me about the real life Oracle deck. So that is all in your court, friends. Hi, Patty Hunt. Hi, Lorraine Canellos. Hi, Kathy Kirstein. How is everyone doing? Kathy, I'm not sure what day you were supposed to receive your items. Did you get them? No, Danielle, I'm having them published. I'm having my card deck. The images are going to be on a published deck of tarot cards. I created it myself, but instead of having like generic backs like this, it's more like John Holland's Mediumship training deck, which has the cards and the meanings directly on the back of each card. So you don't have to have a guidebook. And it's my real life oracle deck. That is the name of it, real life, because it covers real life topics. You guys have seen me use this, like narcissism, like addiction and recovery and meditation and loneliness and grief and all the different things that my real life oracle deck covers. So okay, supposed to get them yesterday. That's interesting. Kathy, thank you for letting me know. I have the tracking information. I will look into that if it's weird. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Sherry Copeland, happy birthday, darling. That is excellent. I did not know it was your birthday. Wow. Happy birthday. So my oracle deck has 63 cards, and the meanings are on each card back, and it has its own box and everything. And I'm buying the published decks in bulk, and then I will send them to you. Those who have pre-ordered, okay? And whatever I may have in excess, I will have available for sale later. However, I don't know how much that will be at this time. So if you want to guarantee that you get your okay, I will look into that too as well. You know what, it is Christmas holiday time. They do let me know that sometimes the postage is slower this time of year, so that could play a factor, ladies. No worries. I will look into it. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm talking in two different conversations here. This is how I live my life. You wonder how I get anything done at all. Eventually I tie up this one and I tie up that one. Yes, $50 for your real life oracle deck if you want to pre-order it now. Okay, later I'm not sure what it's going to be, but right now I understand you've got to wait a few weeks before you actually have it in your hands. I can't guarantee it by Christmas, but I know it'll be in your hands to start the new year 2024 off right, with clarity and guidance at your fingertips with my real life oracle deck. So for those of you who want to pre-order, get in there. It is $50 at this time. I'm still accepting them because I haven't yet to place the order, but I will be placing it tonight or tomorrow morning. So this is the last call. and if you cannot do it, do not put yourself in a spot, okay? Even if you really, really want one, like if it's not in the plan right now, don't you worry, because like next year, I'm sure I'll have one, maybe two different printings. So we can always do it again another time. And please, I don't want anyone to think, oh no, I'm missing out, I'll never see it again, because I don't feel like that is the case. I just feel like this is the first round, the first wave, and these are among the first people of the public who will get to use this deck. Whew. Okay, let's breathe for a minute. So how is everyone now? Oh, you've been out. That's why you're up. Okay. So whose birthday is it now? Sherry Copeland, birthday's tomorrow. Hi, Sissy. Good to see you. Okay, so I would love to pull some cards for people. I've got a few different card decks with me today. Let me just start putting them around here. I do want to say that this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things, okay? So just be mindful. I do appreciate that you guys like and follow my page so you don't miss anything from me, and check out my event section because I have a lot going on and it can get a little bit confusing, right? And if you click going to the events or interested, even if you're not sure if you can make it, Facebook will give you a reminder so that on that day you can go, oh, can I make it or not? Am I feeling the vibe or not? And you can have that reminder. So if you're interested in that, check out my event section. Like I said, I do also want to say thank you for those stars, Sissy. I do receive 1 penny per star that I receive on the broadcast, and they do all add up. And I know that Facebook does charge a bit more for that now. So I understand that it's a bit of a higher cost, but and you guys send those stars with love. And I want you to know that I feel your love and I receive your love, and I am grateful and I thank you. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of card decks with me. If you have something specific on your heart, let's not fool around, man. Just give it right to me and let's lift it up to spirit, or however this is going to flow. If you would just like a general or a card pull, you feel free to do that. If you see a deck that is shouting to you, pick your deck, man. I don't mind. My real life oracle deck is here also. Thank you so much for those stars, Sherry Copeland. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Aw, how fun. Lori, it's your granddaughter's birthday today. Well, happy birthday to her. Happy birthday. Whew. Let's see. Hi, Gina. Gina Wright is my moderator friend. She may be dropping in helpful tidbits to help the broadcast flow more smoothly. Yes, most definitely. I will be doing free readings as drawn by Spirit today, and Spirit sometimes like pins a couple of people in my mind. So if I don't say your name like now, I could potentially say it later. So if I call your name a couple of times and you don't respond, I assume you're gone, and I will move along. Okay, so I am really drawn for a moment to read for someone on YouTube. And first, I want to say that I am aligned with love and light in God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys, okay? And I thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way for you guys. This is not the only platform that you can find me on. If you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, I offer one-on-one private sessions via Zoom or telephone call. All of my sessions offer a free recorded digital copy of the session if you would like to accept that for yourself. That way you can watch the replay later or take notes, whatever you want to do. That is something that I do offer, but you would have to connect with me. My links are in your description box, okay? I won't reach out to you. Scammers do that all day long. Protect yourself and don't jump for any of that nonsense. You should be drawn to your reader. Okay. That is how it works. You should be drawn to your reader. You should witness what they do. You should see their vibes and know if you even like, what they're about or how their processes work. And then you should be the one who makes that first move and asks to connect with them or meet with them in whatever valid avenues those are. My links are in my description box right here. So that is how you guys can connect with me. If you are on Facebook, I do have a private Facebook group called the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe, and that link is in your description box. That is more of me for free. So if you vibe with me and you want to get to know me or connect with me in the group on a deeper level, you must agree to the group rules or I will not let you in. Okay. The group rules are in place to keep the group safe. And if you don't agree, I won't let you in. And if they're broken, then we'll handle that. You know what I mean? The group is a safe place, a safe spiritual community. It's great. So if you want some of that, get in there, man. Angie on YouTube. Look, I love these kinds of questions. I'm gonna put you on the screen, girl. I love these kinds of questions because I'm the reader that'll tell you, because it's important to know the truth. You know what I mean? And I always say, use your own free will and good judgment to take it as it resonates, because we don't make anything fit around here. We just connect the dots, and Spirit usually does that quite well. So Angie, and thank you for those stars, guys. I do appreciate that. Whew, here we are. Hold on, I'm just catching up to where I was at. You're welcome, doll. Hey there, may I please get your insight into the man I'll marry? Thank you. Yes, Angie. I'm going to use my real life oracle deck here. Whoop. Oh, snaps. Okay, so you've got some cards that fell on the ground, and this is not it, okay? See what kinds of cards I have? This is narcissistic abuse, domination, and control, okay? Sticky toxicity. Not your cards, babe. This is the deck. Your cards fell on the ground. Okay, so you got two cards that fell for you, Angie. I am the reader that will tell you. Please get your may I please get some insight into the man I'll marry? So the first card on top is rock in a hard place. Okay. We've all been through times in our lives where we might have found ourselves in situation or circumstances that we didn't really like. Like, man, I'm staying on my mama's couch for a little while till I figure it out, right? I may not like the options that I have. This person might even be a peacekeeper and be the one who kind of fixes other people's problems and thinks he has to, be stuck where he is at. Okay, I'll just say this. Sometimes we can feel very pinched in by our current circumstances and not realize that there's other things out there and that this will pass. Okay, so I want to say to you this, Angie, insight into him. I feel like he's dealing with some outer circumstances that might be making his emotions a little bit frustrated. He might have a quick temper or irritability at this time, something like this. I want to say to you, you will recognize, okay, I want to say to you first and foremost to have healthy boundaries. If something occurs that you are not okay with, put your foot down and speak up in that moment. All right. What is the worst that can happen? And if that happens, would you even want to be with the guy? Thank you. You've got to speak up. You've got to tell your truth. You've got to speak your authenticity. Okay. If something were to go in that direction. Now, what I do feel here, not is that anything's going wrong, but I do feel that maybe he's dealing with some circumstances that he finds himself in that he's not really happy with, but he is willing to make the effort to change things. He doesn't want to be in the situation that he's in. Okay. So we've all been there. So I do say, this is what I'm feeling from him right now, but look what was behind it. I can't make that up, girl. Forever love. This is a potential soulmate, potential twin flame kind of connection, a deep love bond that could last forever. All right. That is what was behind this. Now, sometimes we go through challenges, Angie. Now, this is what I really want to say to you here. No wonderful, great, loving, deep, intimate relationship has been through no hardships, no challenge, no struggle. Okay. If that is the case, then one person has acquiesced and is not their true authentic self and has let the other person run the show. And then that is not a fair, balanced, or authentic union. Okay. Now, what I am talking about is real love. All right. Real partnership, real companionship. We all say we want to grow old with somebody, right? Well, in order to do that, you got to go through some stuff. You go through some stuff together. You learn how each other works. You learn, what's okay, what's not okay, how to help each other, how to support each other. You grow together and not apart. All right. You work through those differences. You understand when maybe the circumstances aren't exactly where you want them to be, but I know that together, as long as we have a plan, as long as we put one foot in front of the other, as long as we know what our priorities are and we have faith that we can get to brighter spaces. It helps when you're both on the same path, rocking a hard place. That is a great question. I don't feel this from this card, but I will check. I've got one of those cards too, sister. I'll show you what she's saying. Spirit, can you give us a card to let us know? Okay. Now listen. The card that fell first with this, do I feel he's currently with someone else? Absolutes. Now this would tell me no. Okay. It's not absolutely. That's not what the card is. So I don't want you to have a misconstruence on this. So absolutes is the card. This is a black and white way of thinking. It's me or someone else. It's all or nothing. There's gray area. There's wiggle room. Maybe something's going on that I'm not quite sure. And I really feel that this absolutes has to do with that. He's back and forth, this and that. I feel like he doesn't really have confidence at times to get out of the scenario that he has. And to be completely honest, I'll tell you what, he might say things to you like, oh, I'm going to hang out with, somebody else or whatever. And it's to see if you get jealous because he doesn't know how to receive that healthy, positive attention from you without triggering it out of you potentially with a jab. Okay. So if you have been feeling this, then you can understand what I'm talking about. And again, those circumstances are making him agitated, irritable, that kind of thing. This absolutes is an all or nothing frame of mind. I'll never see a way out of this. I'm so in debt. I'm screwed. Life is so hard. It'll never get better. Like these are things I always struggle for money. These are the ways that we speak in always and nevers, and we can speak as if our negative circumstances are facts in our life that will reoccur in the same pattern every time. And even if you feel that's true, you've got to trick yourself in your own logical patterns to say, wait a minute, there was one time I know for certain that interrupted that always or that never. So I'm going to grab a hold of that and turn that into a rarely or a sometimes or an often, okay, whatever wiggle room I have to start manifesting in a different direction. Now I'm saying this because I do feel like with the Forever Love card, you are mirroring each other here. So just as he feels pinned in by some kind of circumstances, so do you. And just as he feels like he has this black and white, all or nothing, always and never frame of mind, you have a bit of this as well. Okay, so within yourself, it's important to get clear about these things and speak and think in factual terms that are not absolute terms, because truly, rarely are things ever absolute. Okay. Play with that. Now, the other card that fell, I said, I need more than absolutes. Okay. She says, is he with someone else? I need more than that. So hold on. Thank you. Drops in the bucket. Angie. So within each of us as people, we have a reservoir, if you will, a bucket that holds energy, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our lives, like the quality of self-love, ambition, confidence that we may have. We can when your bucket is completely full, right? You're feeling pretty positive, you're feeling pepped up, you're feeling like you can handle whatever life is throwing at you, right? But then sometimes something could happen and your reservoir is running a little bit low. And now F life, man, the shit's hard. I don't want to show up. I don't care. All right. Pay attention, Angie, to the drops that you are adding to your own bucket first and foremost, okay? Because that is beneficial. Your bucket needs to be full so that you can show up and be your best self for everyone else, okay? When your bucket runs dry, you're not your best self and they wish they hadn't seen you that day. Am I right? Thank you. So this is what I want to say here. Drops in the bucket, in his as well. Honey, if he's dealing with shit and circumstances and you're, griping at him about where were you at? Were you really looking for a job? Are you sure you're not with somebody else? His bucket is being depleted when you really want to love this person, right? So spirit is saying to do your best, not to always and never, and to add positive energy to his bucket. Okay. To let him know that you enjoy his company, that you think he's handsome, that he's sexy, that he provides at the level that you need, whatever the things are that you know that he could stand to hear that are true, girl. It's got to be true. You can't stroke his false ego because then he's going to act like a peacock and he is not one if he's not one. Okay. I just want to say to you, being honest and building him up will help that bond be more solid. When we're accidentally tearing each other down, that bond becomes a little more like a burden in our lives. And I want to say to you right now that a piece of paper called marriage will not fix your problems. It will not grant automatic respect. You will not automatically meet each other's needs and know how to interact and what's on each other's hearts and minds. It won't be perfect, man. You still have to do that work, even if you get married. And if you get married, that commitment to the work is so much stronger, okay? If you get married, you've made a commitment to move through things together. And then it's even a bigger hardship to try to get divorced. Hello. So then you're faced with, will I get married and try to work through these problems? Or then if these problems arise, will I have to get a divorce, an attorney? Will we have to split assets? Whatever. This is crazy. Are we in love? Where is the love in all of this? Do you feel loved by this person? And do you truly love them? Is this a complementary pair? Where are you at right now? I want to say to you that you are resonating a certain frequency or emitting a frequency of your own well-being at this time. So if you have wounds, that partner that you are manifesting is going to have some wounds too. They may or may not be the same wounds as yours. They may be totally different wounds, but equally as intense or small, whatever those may be. Okay, so right here and now, making yourself a better, healthier person in all of the ways that you see that you can, okay, resonates towards you the manifestation of partnerships that are of the same caliber and quality as you are. Okay, nobody's perfect. We all have free will choice. Okay, and sometimes we do pour that love into ourselves and realize that we grow up and out of the image that those people may have held of us. And now we don't resonate so much any longer. What happened? What happened? Sometimes we outgrow those people. But I want to say to you, girl, if you feel loved and you're able to love, and you're able to have honest communication with one another without fear of reprisal or hiding things from each other. Because look, that's what's up right now. Like, just get honest now. You're about to be married, so lay it all on the line. And if you can't do that, then why are you moving forward in such a very committed way? Okay, because honesty is what is necessary. If this person cannot accept your honest, authentic self, someone else and will adore you for all of these things. Okay, and maybe it is this person. Maybe it is this person, and I'm highlighting something for you to keep in mind now when you have these kinds of questions. Take it as it resonates, Angie, on YouTube. That's what I have for you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for letting me read for you today. Oh, man. I'm preaching today, am I? Snaps. I'll tell you, I believe that, we all deserve to be able to make empowered decisions with awareness. And when I speak these messages, it pings something and you know what the heck I'm talking about, and it's truth to you. So that's where your awareness comes in and your empowerment of choice. Okay, so now how do I proceed with this? You can choose to do any damn thing you want. I'm not your mom. I'm not your boss. I wish you the best life, everyone. We all have free will choice, and sometimes it's in plan to make mistakes, to learn and grow, to go through a couple of, scratchy, itchy, not the right size new coats before we find that coat that we just love forever. It happens. Mm. Sissy has a good question. What are our loved ones doing on the other side during these holidays? I know that they do have parties and celebrations all their own. They do have learnings. They have all the things that we have here. It's just not as physically dense. They have nature. They have mountains and oceans and beaches and all the things, and they have movie theaters and shopping malls. I'm telling you what, I have spent time on the astral plane with a past loved one and bumped into them in a food court in a shopping mall. I was blown away and I became lucid in this dream, friends. Whoa, I must be sleeping because you're dead. Holy smokes. And this person was, apparently I need to tell you this. Apparently I need to tell you this. Okay. So, two stories going again. What is up with this? Sissy, I want to say they do all the things that we do, and they pop in with us here. They grow and learn and evolve and enjoy a lot of the same kinds of things that they enjoyed in life that lit their soul up. It still illuminates their soul in the spiritual realms. Okay. So they do a lot of those things around this time, but they also pop in with us a lot because we tend to need them a bit more. We tend to think about them a bit more. So great question. Now I will get to that dream because apparently I need to say it. Spirit wants me to. So I had a dream and I woke up and became lucid in the dream. This was quite some time ago. However, the past loved one that I spotted in the food court had it was not someone who was close to my family, but related by marriage, kind of in-laws, that way. So but that person committed suicide, and I hadn't thought about him in so long. However, I had a dream, and in my dream, I was waiting in the food court at a mall. And I had been shopping, this, that, which is really weird because I hate shopping. But I was waiting in the food court at a mall in line, and I looked over and I saw that person who is in spirit, right? And my brain said, "You're dead," right? And it woke me up, and I ran over there, and he stood up. And I'll tell you, before he passed away, he was in a wheelchair, and he killed himself. And I apologize if I'm triggering anybody. I'm not trying to do this at all. However, in my dream, when I woke up, the lucid dream, the spiritual connection, the visitation, he stood up from the booth and he hugged me and he said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a psychic medium now. It's good to see you." And he goes, "No, no wonder you're here with us. How are you?" And he kind of gestured toward who he was with. And it was incredible because he was actually with his children, who I recognized that the ages when he passed. Okay, so he was spending time with the children as he remembered them in life before he took his own life. However, here and now, when I woke up from the dream in real life and reality, his children are long grown. And it was just an incredible experience. And I asked I asked him what he had been up to, and he said, nothing, I'm great. Everything's fixed. I don't have any pain. I get to spend time with my kids. We're just hanging out, just eating, spending time. And that was pretty much, my dream. It was really incredible. It opened my eyes to so much. And actually, let me tell you, I asked him, I said, how in the heck are your kids here? Right? Because I'm like, I know how I'm here. I know how you're here. I know how I'm here because I'm a psychic medium, but your kids, they're still alive. And in fact, they're grown now. They're older than this. And he said to me this, well, my children, although they're incarnated in the earthly dimension where you live, their higher selves have an anchor here. And this is their higher selves aspect that is spending time with me. So that there is no, I miss my family desperately on the other side. There is that there. We say there's no negativity. There's no sadness. How could that be? How come they're not sad not to have us? They do have us. In a sense, they have our higher selves. They have our soul that is up there, the aspect of us that is not capped in this incarnation, in this awareness, in this body. So someone needed to hear that. I have the craziest tales and stories, but I love my life. I'm open to it. Thank you, God, that this is the dimension that we live in, and death doesn't separate us. It's no longer final. There was a time in my life when I thought death was so final. I thought that was it, and I had no idea, and I hoped and I prayed that maybe there's more, and all the things, and now I have lived evidences, countless evidences through you guys, through my own past loved ones, through all the years of experience that I have as a spiritual practitioner, and it's just amazing how unbelievable this whole world really is, and we all reunite. And they are all here for us all the time. Whew. Okay, now, Danielle DiCaro. Hi, friends, and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me. I always wonder, like, what in the heck can I possibly say? And then Spirit shows up, and it turns out to be okay. Hello, Terry on YouTube, and hello, Danny on YouTube. Thank you for being here, and hello to all my friends on Facebook. You guys are awesome. So my name is Heidi. If you don't know who I am, my name is Heidi. Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium. Heidi is the name that I go by. I am in California, in America. I offer private sessions, tarot videos for order, and psychic development programs, friends, because I was not always a psychic. This happened to me one day in church, and I had to learn how to use it. You know what I mean? So I am an excellent teacher. And I teach from the ground up so that I know that everyone is on the same page before we move forward. And I would love to teach you and guide you. If you don't know anything, or if you know a little bit of something, or if you need to brush up or structure your processes, the Get Psychic program that I will be teaching just next month in January will activate and unlock the psychic abilities that are within you, within every person. We all have them. Nobody's special. You don't have to be born a certain way. You don't have to wait for it to happen. You can create this activation and change in your life now. You can co-create with your intuition, with your higher self, with spirit. Now you can do these things. It is possible for us all. I'm telling you, and I can teach you how. It's important to understand the mechanics of how it works so that you know that you can do it consistently and reliably. And that is what my program will cover, is how does this work? Wait a minute. How does this even work? I'm going to cover so many different things: the psychic clairs, the chakra system, energy management. That's super important. There's going to be so many different things that are covered in this program in order for you to reliably access your own intuition. And this is not, it's a 4-week program. Yes, it is. For 4 weeks, we will meet 3 times a week for 4 weeks. So you better believe it's going to be immersive. Okay, you're going to have some classes. You're going to have live coaching on Zoom with a group, a private safe group, and I'm going to mentor and coach each one of you into your own intuitive success. And successful participants will receive a printable certificate of completion from the program. I'm very excited about this. So if you want to get psychic with me and the group, that will be I have 2 session options available. Okay, if you need me to convert your time zone, don't get yourself all confused. If you need me to convert your time zone, let me know. I will. The classes will be held Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. Both sessions on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The content will be the same. There is no mixing of classes. However, there's going to be a class at 10 a.m. Pacific and a class at 5 p.m. Pacific. So however that falls in your time zone, if you need to convert, let me know. If you want to get psychic, I would love to have you. If you need a payment plan, let me know. The total program cost is $111 per student because I give you the one-on-one individual attention needed for the success that you are going to be receiving from the program. So $111 per student, but if you needed a payment plan, I will most definitely honor that for you. I would break it into 2, 3, or 4 payments. We can do that because I want you in the program. I believe in you. Spirit believes in you. Enough about that. Danielle, are you here? Did she say yes and I missed it? She might have went to bed, huh? I'm all hot and hyped up. I'm gonna have to take this jacket off. Goodness. Yes. I want to say it is a 4-week program, guys, but the tools that you learn in the program it's an investment in yourself. You keep all of this knowledge and information within yourself for the rest of your life. So it's definitely a benefit. I'm going to shed the jacket. I'll be right back. I don't know what happened, but it happened. I got hot. Let me see. I'm not seeing her. She must not be here. Thank you, Lori. Yes, Psychic Summer School was awesome. And I'm telling you guys, in January, I'm going to be teaching Get Psychic. And then later in the year, I'll be doing a program specifically geared toward mediumship of past loved ones. So I'll have a mediumship program, mediumship only later. Absolutely, it would, Kathy. This class, I want to say to you this, like, hello, your intuition can help you in so many ways. You don't have to be a psychic reader. You don't have to take this program to read for other people, although it will teach you how to access your intuition, how to interpret your intuition, and how to even extend that to read for others if you would like to do that. And you will be doing that in the live group coaching. However, you don't have to decide, I'm going to be a psychic reader. You know, it pays to have your intuition as you're maneuvering through your life. Don't you want to feel like you're making the right decisions as you look at the path ahead of you? Don't you want to invest in yourself, your personal growth, your expansion, your own connection to your higher power so that you can be in life's flow more easily? There are so many different ways that accessing your intuition can help you out. I am called to say something right now. This is something that I share in my Get Psychic program. However, I want to say to you, like I said, I was not always psychic, okay? There was a time when I was left-brained, analytical. I had an office job, a county job. I did not know about the spirit world. None of the things. I was not sensitive like I am, not psychically sensitive. So I'll tell you, all my clairs were just shut off. I had nothing. Okay. And my intuition showed itself in my regular life. Okay. But it had to really come with a punch or I would have ignored it. And this is what I want to say to you is you don't have to wait for it to come in with a huge punch. You don't have to, fly by the seat of your pants. Had I been a medium then, I would have known better. And I'll tell you what happened. So my daughter at the time was in high school. And I was already home for the day. And she had called me and asked me, hey, my friend didn't get picked up. Is it okay if he walks home with me and we can come hang out at the house? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't mind till his parents come get him. I said, yeah, that's fine. So they come walking home. And my door's locked. So my daughter gets there and she knocks on the door and I unlock the door. And as soon as I open the door, I see it's her. I lay eyes on the kid that's with her. Now I'm a grown up and that kid was 16. It was a 16-year-old boy. I laid eyes on the 16-year-old boy expecting, oh, here's, my kid and her friend. And as soon as I saw the kid, I felt sick to my stomach. I felt like someone punched me in my stomach. I felt like I wanted to vomit. All of this happened in a moment. As soon as I saw this person, Oh, I even put my hand over my stomach. Oh my God, I'm sick. I'm gonna, I'm gonna throw up. And I called, I said to my daughter, come inside. So I closed the door. I said, hold on a minute. I closed the door. I said to my daughter, he can't come in this house. Oh my God, what's your problem, Mom? You're so mean. No, I know this sounds crazy, but I can't stay on the side of him. He makes me want to vomit. Like I'm sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna puke. I can't let him in my house. Please, he can't come in my house. And so she was totally pissed at me. You said we could, and this isn't fair, and blah blah blah. I don't care. He cannot, right? So I listened to my intuition and I sent that kid away. And I found out later. Well, I found out 2 years later, he was all over our news, our local news. He had murdered some young girl. And that was, I know, spirit saying, don't let this boy into your house. Don't let this boy into your life. And I didn't know what it was. All I knew was I felt sick. You know what I mean? And I didn't know anything about intuition, guys. And I moved along through my life and forgot about all these things. I had no idea that that was foresight. I had no idea that I was being prepared, that spirit was warning me. And that truly happens now. If you pay attention and ask yourself, should I do this? And you get a pain anywhere in your body, it's probably not going to turn out okay, because you probably shouldn't do it. Pay attention to these kinds of things. I'm telling you what, I told you I have not ordered my card decks yet. I'm just putting all the finishing touches, this and that. So I went in earlier and I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to click the button. Spirit, is it the right time? And I got a pain. And I tell you, we have free will. Okay, well, I really want to get this done. So I'm just going to go ahead and click a couple buttons. And it gave me an error message and would not let me finish the order. And again, that pain, we told you it's not going to happen. Not just yet. Okay, but later, whatever. That is really how it can work, guys. So pay attention to your body. Your intuition is there for you in so many ways that you may not be aware of. And in Get Psychic, we will cover all the different ways that your intuition will show itself to you, how to recognize this, how to lean into this, how to embrace this. And you don't have to tell anybody. And you don't have to become a fortune teller or anything else. It's simply a benefit to your life. And not only that, but the peace that you can find when you implement a lot of the techniques, the relaxation, the anxiety, the worries, the fears, the stressful nature of human existence can really diminish or become a lot more palatable when you begin to implement some of the techniques and Get Psychic. So really, if you're drawn, I would love to have you. There you go, Carolyn. Yes, sometimes we don't like the answer, but it's still the answer. Like me, I don't like you telling me no, spirit, but I couldn't do it anyway, so the no was very valid. Sometimes we don't like the answer, like drawing that devil card, Carolyn, but you had to listen to that. Okay, I trust my cards. I don't know this person, but I trust my cards because spirit works with me through my cards. Did someone say Danielle is here? Excuse me. Did someone say she's here? I'm missing so many. Yeah, she's here. Danielle DiCaro. I am just a blabbermouth today. I will tell you. I'm sorry. It's the Heidi show. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know that's no fun. That's no fun. Oh boy, Danielle, your dad's already stepping up for you. He likes my pep. He wants me to keep singing the little jingles and he wants me to boost up my vibes a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you are a little down in the dumps, darling. Lucia, if you want to sign up for Get Psychic, I can explain it to you. Danielle, I'm still with you. I promise. It's a little bit tricky. Okay. So if you want to message me directly, that would be fine. Okay. But if you're able to sign up on my shop, it is HeidiCorona.shop. Right down here, it's on the ticker. No, not that one. One of them. Just watch this go by. HeidiCorona.shop. You scroll down, and then it shows my online events, online appointments, maybe. And you click on the classes tab. So click on classes and events. And then that will open the 2 sessions of Get Psychic. You decide which session you like, the earlier session or the later session on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then you expand that. You got to flip the calendar to the start date of January 8th. Okay, that's the whole shebang. I'm like, what do you have to do here? You've got to flip the calendar to January 8th, pick your session, click book, and it'll take you to checkout. Okay, and in that instance, you go through the process. It gives you the link to join the private group. Woo! Very excited. Very excited for Get Psychic. It's going to be awesome. I can truly tell you, I have had 100% success graduates in all of my programs that I've taught. So it is fantastic. I love teaching. Spirit has me do it for a reason, and I'm truly grateful to do that as well. If you are drawn to learn, I would love to teach you. If now's not the time, maybe the next program I have in 2024, I will be teaching a few different programs. So they may have different focuses for those who are drawn to different things. So keep your ear to the ground. Danielle. Yeah, you should call me Spirit Blabbermouth, huh? Not Spirit Speaks. Spirit speaks a lot. I'm gonna sit these down here. Hold on. Let me get all disconnected from anything else. Yes, your dad. Now listen, he wants me to be all happy and peppy and bubbly and everything else because he knows that you're feeling a little low these days, you know? And it's okay, you know? He wants me to give you this card right here. I lifted the deck and he wants you to have this one on the bottom. I wasn't going to use this deck until to pick a message. Spirit Messages, John Holland, Danielle. Oh, you guys are awesome. Heck yeah. I can't wait. Okay, Danielle, vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Look at that. And I see this is like a tree leaf right there in her heart. And that's like the family branch of your tree, like your dad's right there in your heart. You know what I mean? And being vulnerable. Oh boy, that's such a challenging space to be in. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to have to go to work. I don't want to have to take care of the kids. I don't want to have to do anything at all. I don't want to be responsible. I don't care if my life goes right down the toilet, but you do. But you do. Reach out, sweetie. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where it is offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it is presented to you. You must be able to accept support or reach out and ask for that help if you need to move yourself into different spaces. I see you there, Silly Billy, on YouTube. I'm reading for Danielle on Facebook right now. So Danielle, I do want to say that your father is saying that the reaching out in the physical is the next step. Okay, you've thought about therapy again. Yes, yes, yes. I feel him reaching out to you in the spiritual. Him and others, honey. Him and others. Reaching out to you from the spiritual to comfort you because they know that you need a little illumination. And I don't mean that as clarity. I mean like your light. They're adding some light towards your energy because they want you to be boosted up just a little bit. Okay. And this might cause friction to you. Ooh, honey. Have you had a little bit of irritability lately? Just it kind of creeps and gets you out of nowhere. Huh. It may be dimmed at this time. You know what I mean? The strongest light workers go through some of the darkest darknesses. You know what I mean? That's how they're able to illuminate the areas where it is needed. And you will move through this. Now, yes, you said yes. So that irritability that just creeps up on you, I got to be honest, this is what your dad's telling me is that he's very present with you, especially during those times. It's like it creeps up on you because like he's a guy and you're a woman. Okay. So that dissonance of the masculine feminine energy seems to kind of clash against your skin. It's almost like you've got sparks. Like when you with static, like you zap people, you zap them, with static electricity. It feels like that. And it's because of that masculine feminine energy, and he's attempting to help you, but you're somewhat resistant at this time. Ooh, he wants me to say that. I don't want to say that. I love you, Danielle. Sometimes we want, this is what I want to say. Sometimes we want to sit in the shit, I feel like crap, and I just want to sit here feeling like crap, right? Hey, what is wrong with that? You're feeling your feelings. As long as you're like meeting those minimum basic needs of yourself and your minor children, as long as those bases are covered and you need to just feel shitty, who says no? I'm sorry, sweetheart. Therapy is an excellent option for you to be able to move through some of this stuff, because as it sits, you are holding it. Okay. But the other option would be what? To stuff it, to deny it, to pretend like I'm fine when I'm not. No, you're feeling your feelings, girl. That's the hard part. And you're fucking doing it. Good for you. You're not running and hiding from it. You're doing life anyway, and it's burdensome, and it sucks, and it's hard, and I'm sorry, and I'm sending you love, and that is why your lower back hurts. Dad's telling me right now. Do you have a ice pack on that thing? I feel cool on there right now. I wouldn't think you need ice on your back, but it feels very cold right now on my lower back. Sweetheart, I got you a card from your dad here. You guys are the best. I love you. Now I have no pain. You tried ice and it didn't work. Well, he's seen that. That's why I'm like, ice wouldn't work on her lower back. And he's telling me, no, she put ice on her back. I saw her. I was there. I haven't left. I peek in on her. I know how she's been doing. It's getting better. That's fantastic. Look at this. Dad too. Now I have no pain. Now you have no pain there either, right? You worried whether I suffered in my passing. And I'm here now to tell you that all physical pain is connected to the body. Now that my body has been laid to rest, I am completely pain-free. Before, movement was slow and cumbersome, but now I am so light and free that I can be wherever I want with just a thought. Part of my life review has been to examine the source of my previous physical pain and to take responsibility without guilt for my role in manifesting those conditions. I now see that the path of pain was a choice my soul made, and I'm learning great lessons of compassion and empowerment from that path. Oh, when I was dealing with it, I kept thinking about him. So did he have back pain like that? Danielle, did Dad have chronic lower back pain? When he was alive, I always wanted his pain to go away. Well, there is the chance that as he kind of envelops you with his energetic signature and attempts to comfort you in a mediumistic way, you could be picking up on his back pain in your body. Okay, that's how I sense it. But until you recognize, like, this isn't my pain, why am I feeling this pain? Maybe this is Dad's pain because he's being very with me very presently right now. He's constant in my energetic field. So you may sense that, pick that up. So cleansing your energy. If you notice in the future, see, when you don't get to spend sufficient amount of time alone, then you don't notice, like, if your back always hurts. You know what I mean? You don't notice, exactly what you need and exactly what you feel like or think like in every moment. If if you're not able to spend that sufficient time alone. Danielle, I know you have a crazy busy job and a crazy busy life and a family and everything. So pay attention to when you have these random instances occurring either in your body or in an emotional way. Okay. And thoughts coming into the mind as well. You've got to pay attention, because I really feel like you're open. You're calling to him so desperately that you're very open and receptive. However, you're not a trained medium. So he's there with you and you're sensing some of this, and it's kind of scrambling up your systems, and you feel like this is your stuff. When truly that's how you're sensing your dad's presence. Okay. So let's change this. Be like, okay, I do not want to sense pain with my father's presence. Okay. So let's decide to ask for something else. Listen, Dad, I get the back pain, but can you like give me something else, because I don't want your pain? Can you be mindful of this? Pay attention to this. Dad is still recognizing how to use his spiritual body too. He's not trying to inflict pain on you. It's just a part of his soul construct, okay? Because he went through that. So it's a part of his energetic frequency. It's there with his personality, his memories, everything. So that is what it's picking within you, that pain spot that is the same. So allowing him to take that away. And he's more now with you than ever before. So I want to give you, you've got a couple of cards. I am with the rest of the family. Okay. But this is the one that I'm going to read for you as well, Danielle. You need him more than you ever did. Well, he says, I will always point you in the right direction. Although I'm not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind that I'm not privy to the all-knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you'd want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of all of my earthly lessons, which taught me a lot. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant whom you can turn to for advice. Please know that I'll do all I can to guide you toward what's best for you. I've learned how to get my ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of pure love. You'll notice the signs that I send to you through your feelings, dreams, and other reminders to think of me. So we talked about those dreams the other day, right? And the feelings we just talked about, the way he can, make you feel angry or make you feel back pain, okay? And asking for those sensations maybe in a different way. Take that away, please. I don't want the pain. I want the love. I want the love, the loving vibes of your company. These last few weeks, I've been asking him to help me. What do I do? So yes, this is him saying, you're noticing the signs I'm sending to you. I want to say other reminders. So other reminders. This is what I feel here, Danielle. Those thoughts that might be popping into your mind instead of you thinking those thoughts. Okay. So take a step back and say, for a moment, I am not my thoughts. Okay. So you have control over your thoughts. You get to decide what you want to think. You probably hear your own voice in your own head, right? When you think thoughts. So what's important to notice is that you are in control of that, and you get to move your thoughts in whatever direction you choose. It is challenging when we're going through struggle or hardship at times to stop the monkey mind, or to stop incessant thoughts or intrusive thought patterns. That can be challenging. So if you find yourself struggling with this kind of mental unfocus, then Spirit is encouraging you to regularly and often take a little break, a pause, to deep breathe and relax your body, and in your mind just count backwards from 100 with your breaths. Okay, in and out very slowly, just to relax and reset. Okay, that's going to give your mind something to do while your body relaxes, and it's just shaking up those energy patterns of incessant this, that, the other thing. No, I have control over this. Okay, and especially during this time, I have a lot of control over this. So I'm going to decide, instead of to think about whatever, I'm going to make this more difficult if I need to. Maybe I'm going to extend the time, and I'm going to start at 1,000 and count backwards by threes. Okay. So that my mind cannot interfere with what it is that I'm attempting to achieve here. Now, I understand what you're saying, sweetheart. And the reality is that you know that your children need you, and you know that you have a lot of life left in you, and that this is really hard, and you don't want it to be hard anymore. So you're doing all the right things by allowing yourself to feel sad, allowing yourself to feel bad. You're not denying yourself this kind of emotional follow through. Okay, it's really important that you're integrating all of this experience, and that's why it's so hard, Danielle. That's what not your dad, but your spirit team wants me to say to you, that it is very challenging, because you're really integrating it and you're doing the real work. You're not escaping anymore. And you're holding yourself accountable to move through this in a healthy way, and you're not avoiding the emotion. However, it is also a choice to decide to continue in this way if you need to, or to become aware that, you know what, maybe it's time to do something else in this moment. So I'm just going to set this aside to compartmentalize for a moment while I can attend to X, Y, and Z, whatever I'm doing with my children, etc. It's not like it leaves you, and it's not like he leaves you. He's telling me right now that there's something within you that feels like, as long as you're grieving him, he's staying. And he's saying to you, you don't have to desperately grieve him for him to stay. He will stay and watch you rise like a phoenix from the ashes and live life and have a beautiful existence. And he will be there as well. So don't feel like your grief is keeping him closer to you, because that is not necessarily the case. It is healthy to move through grief, not to cling to grief out of some misguided sense that it's the right thing to do. He says kids are, wait. Yes, it's guilt. He's telling me that you have some kind of survivor's guilt, that you're still here and that he's gone. And he says, baby, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm your elder and I went before you. It may not have been my time, but it was my time. It was my time. And we couldn't have changed that. We couldn't have changed that. Yeah, we kind of, what is this word? He's saying, you know, during the length of your relationship, obviously, that there were things that the two of you could have done to have healthier connection. You know, times when you were estranged, times when you didn't, you know, were on the outs, and then you came back to each other and that kind of thing. He says, yeah, it could have been better. We both could have done a little better in a lot of different ways. But, you know, ultimately, we lived our best lives, and we did not know that it was going to be cut short. So you've got to forgive yourself. You've got to stop hurting yourself. You have got to stop taking it out on yourself. Okay. This is from Dad. He's very concerned as a parent. He feels like you're punishing yourself in some kind of ways and beating yourself up. It's not for everyone to know, but you just take that wherever it resonates. Okay. And please know that he wraps his love around you. And this is what I want to say to you. You've got a couple of cards here. Both of those are for you. This is what I want to say to you. When you find yourself, you know, down in the dumps, crying your eyes out, whatever this is, like, he's there. He's still there. And so often we are so wrapped up in our emotions, wrapped up in what's going on in our heads and our hearts, that we miss their presence at all. So if you can decide to grab your own focus, grab a hold of that with your own intention and say, you know what, I'm crying because I miss my dad. And I know that my dad's here with me. So how can I connect these dots? Dad, where are you? And then breathe very deeply. Okay. oxygen, the air that you breathe is very powerful. Okay. When you draw air in from the environment, you're adding a certain quality that you desire to use within your energetic field, right? Because you're drawing from the atmosphere, taking it into yourself. So draw that breath in for spiritual connection, girl. Dad, where are you? Are you here with me? Heidi says you are. Can you show me something? Help me to sense you in some very strong way. And then you've got to wait. Just keep breathing. Don't fill in the blanks. Don't start mind chattering. Okay, just wait. And I encourage you. I do ask him to come when I'm in emotional mess. Wonderful. So I'm going to ask you this, darling. What happens? Do you give him the space? Do you give him the time? Do you let that energy settle over your body? Because he is a spiritual body now, okay? He doesn't have the physical. It's not like he can grab you or just materialize and appear, okay? He has a spiritual body, and he comes in and he settles in with you, and something changes. Your body can sense the change in the atmosphere. You might get chills or tingles. You might feel something cool, a draft. You might feel something warm. You might get a hot patch on your elbow, okay? You might get a ring in your ear. You might feel love swell in your heart. Your stomach might flip-flop. There are so many different things that you might sense with your body that are just out of the norm, but you wouldn't know this if you didn't sit in your own energy first. Recognize how you feel. Relax your body. Call your father in, and then let him settle over you. Let him settle into your auric space, and then do another check. What's going on with my body? Nothing. Keep breathing deeply. Keep waiting. Ooh, maybe I felt a little chill or something on the side of my face or something. Woo, that was weird. What was that? Was it a fly? Was it a hair? Is there dust on me? Don't start explaining this stuff away. That is just going to make him upset. Because he tries so hard. And then we go, yeah, the window was open. It wasn't really that. And then they're like, fuck the window. Why'd I try it all? Why'd I try it all? Do you know how hard it is for them to lower their vibration to come through to us in this way? He loves you, girl. He's been with you quite often and has really tried here. So let me give you these cards. Ooh. Hi guys, good to see you. Good numbers for a Saturday night. Okay, surrender your desire to control people, okay? Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. That one's for you, Danielle, but also this one is for you. Let me sip my water. Isn't that fantastic, sissy? Yes, as hard as the 13th was, it ended beautifully with a meteor shower. Yes, hello from heaven. Here is a whole parade, a light show from me to you. Like, that's beautiful. Okay, Danielle, the next card here. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. And so often we base our worth or our worthiness of love or attention or affection on how much we provide to other people, how much we give to other people. I'll get the shirt off my back. I'll do everything for you. I'll fix all the things. And you still don't really love and value and appreciate me. Because these things don't come from what you do. They come from who you are. And the right people will love who you are, even if you don't do all that other stuff. But we try so hard and put all this effort and energy into other stuff in hopes that we will see that coming back to us from the ways that we want it to. And that brings me back to this. Some people will not reciprocate, no matter how much you do, no matter how far you go, no matter what you sacrifice for them, they may still let you down. You can't control them. You can only control you. And you have the best, you have the best advantage by being your authentic kick-ass self. And everything that is in resonance with your authentic frequency will come into alignment with that. If you continue to shine, if you continue to step in your own authentic path, okay, then other things will fade away that aren't really necessary. And the people that aren't going to be in the long-term path of your life will cause sparks, friction, fade away. Who knows? Okay. Or they will grow and evolve and continue to be in resonance with you as you grow on your path of authenticity. Now, when you want others to change, I got to say this, but you're not being 100% authentic, what makes you think they're going to change? Because you're changing yourself for them, but then they don't even know the real you. They just are in connection with some mocked up version of you that you feel like is appropriate for them. And what if they're doing the same? Then you're both pretending to be fake people in fake love with each other or a fake connection. And I'm not saying romantic. This could be family. This could be friends. This could be at work. Okay. I'm talking about inauthenticity within connections. And how the whole relationship is false. If you can't be yourself, then that's not a real connection. That's not real love. They love who you're presenting yourself to be. But if that's not really who you are, if you're changing yourself for that person in some way, then yeah, they really like your mask. Good job, but that's not sustainable, not in the long term. Thank you guys. Sending love to you. You guys are the best. Oh, wow. Hold on. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy Castelletti sent me a donation. Kathy. Yes. Authenticity. It's like those pick your path books. Those pick your path books. You know what I mean? It's really important that you pick the path that you know that you want to be on because you're walking down that path. And so often we find ourselves walking the path that somebody else has put us on or that we just found ourselves on somehow. But then we come to this realization that, wait a minute, I'm an empowered adult and I get to make decisions and I'm aware of this and I'm going to move my life in this direction, right? Danielle, thank you for letting me read for you, honey. I'm going to make sure I'm all disconnected from you. And Kathy Castelletti will be next. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. My name is Heidi. I'm in California in America, and I do offer one-on-one private sessions via Zoom or telephone call. The sessions are totally up to you. They're timed sessions, 30 minutes. I have 15-minute, 30-minute, or 1-hour private sessions. And I do want to let you guys know that, hey, I'm just saying the cost of freaking everything has gone up. And I'm going to have to raise my rates for my sessions incrementally after the first because the cost of everything has gone up. And yes, Carol, I will get you after Kathy. Just thank you so much for the donation. I will most definitely get you after Kathy. Just keep me on track. You're welcome, Danielle. So I do want to say that your session is your own. Okay. So you book a session with me. I don't want to know anything beforehand. That just screws me all up. My memory sucks. Okay. And then I'll think I have to remember, and it all happens in the session. Spirit shows up. We tap into whatever it is that you have on your heart. I ask that you bring a little list to keep us on track so that we can hit all areas of concern. If you want mediumship, please, let's start with that. Okay. I want to hear from a past loved ones. Oh, and I want some guidance on my job. And should I leave my boyfriend? Right. Whatever it is that you have going on, I would love to help you. If you need energy healing, animal communication, pet mediumship, all of these things, if you want one-on-one mentorship for your own psychic development, I do have people who book sessions for that as well. People who don't want to attend a class, maybe you already have some things going on, but you are unfolding and you have questions, I'm your gal. If you want to connect with me, my links are in your description box. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Good night, Leanne. Mondays, Leanne, on Mondays, I am on at 11 p.m. UK. I do Zodiac Mondays. So I don't know if you catch me on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, also 11 p.m. Oh, no. That would be the Psychic Community page. However, we just broke for holidays, so not that. Yes, I understand, Danielle. Sending love to you, darling. All right, Kathy. How funny. All right. Well, apparently I'm not the boss. Spirit's the boss. They want me to use this deck. I thought this was going to be for a pick a pile at the end. Maybe it still is. Kathy Castelletti, I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy, darling. Oh, Kathy. Ah. So Kathy, this is interesting. Right away, I'm feeling some sensations in my body. Okay, what does this have to do with? Kathy, do you have, okay, no. So I do have a past loved one. I do not actually. I did skip Zodiac Monday on Christmas. I gave myself Christmas off. However, if you're in my Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe, we are having on the 23rd a social plug-in for those who don't have family or friends or support, or who just want to hang out with the crowd and be friends and supportive. It's a social plug-in in the Vibe Tribe. Okay, so that link is in the description box. I won't be live on Christmas, but we will be having a social plug-in in the Vibe Tribe for those who may have, more challenges this time of year. So if you wanted to hang out, please show up. I would love to hang out with you. I deliberately put it on the 23rd because then there's Christmas Eve, then there's Christmas, and it may be a challenging time of year. There's also another one after January 1st. So I really wanted to plug in with Vibe Tribe members around the holiday season because I know that it is a challenging time for some. And even if it's not a challenging time for you, bring your positive ass energy in there and help uplift the group. We have a great family in there, man. We are awesome. Most of us are here right now. If you're not in the Vibe Tribe, what the heck are you doing, man? If you vibe with me, join the Vibe Tribe. You've got to agree to the group rules. Kathy Castelletti. Okay, so I was feeling some sensations in my body. Of course, I feel like your husband in spirit would like to step really firmly in with me right now. What is this about? I feel like he's just wrapping his energy all around me, and it's very cold. So are you noticing yourself very cold at this time, Kathy? You've been real cold lately. Oh, Carol, what a bummer. Maybe you can just tune in if you have to wait or anything. We'll see what time it's at. Maybe it won't conflict. So Kathy, this is the card that I have for you, okay? Inspire passion. And that's interesting. Okay, hold on. Now, I told you your husband in spirit wants to step in with me. Okay, he that whole feeling of coldness kind of could have been also like numbness. But I do ask you if you've noticed an overwhelming sensation of being cold or cool. You're cold tonight, okay? Especially the feet. Your feet are freezing or something, right? I can feel this right now. However, it does also kind of speak to like an emotional thawing out, if you will. So inspire passion is the card that fell, and I love that the flames are coming right from her heart center. It's an orange card, sacral chakra. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is a time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. I love this, Kathy. Wow. So, new goals and reigniting that passion. And I don't want to, I feel like jumping into anything that is drawing you, anything that is new, that is drawing you. Hold on, I have to give you this card too. Are you thinking of dating, honey? I just want to say this because I have old, frigid hubby here with me. You've got the Inspire Passion card, and now there's this love card. I wonder if you got cold feet around that or some kind of conflictions or qualms around this. Let me just move with this. The card is love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Love and passion, Kathy. Oh, I've had COVID for the past 4 weeks, you poor thing. I'm taking a hospice doula course. That is so awesome. Absolutely no dating. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so I can sense. Okay, let me just say this right now. I need to say something. So, the way that you have integrated and come to terms with the passing of your husband, like I know it's really hard, of course. However, Kathy, you're doing life and you're moving through and you're taking courses and you're growing and expanding, right? You're moving through the grief cycles in healthy ways, and this is what I want to say to you. As you have the awareness that you have, that we live on, etc., and the way that you're able to integrate the new relationship that you have with your partner, it is beneficial to you with the hospice, with doula, and potentially also with the psychic development program. But I'm really getting to that doula, that hospice, the emotional aspect of neutrality that is going to be needed for you there. You've been equipped through this process with a lot of that. Okay, the understanding of those concepts in a way that you can do this without really carrying a lot of heavy baggage. Okay, you can be that light in those scenarios for those kinds of people in which other people may not be that kind of light. Okay, but you have these skills that are equipped within you. I want to tell you this course that you're taking, and any course that you take, even mine, spirit is wanting me to say, not your husband, but your spirit team is wanting me to say that that's knowledge that you already have. Okay, your soul has the information. That's why you feel drawn and urged to pursue it. Okay, so you're feeling drawn in that way. Your soul already knows, and when you take the program, it's like a remembrance. You're activating that knowledge that's already within you, because you are that. That's why you're stepping into that role. Beautiful. I'm super excited, and absolutely, any programs or books or learning education is all going to be beneficial for the quality of your life, your path, and your purpose. It all adds to your toolbox, and it's all within you and available to you. So yes, I love the program. He loves the program. He says that the two of you have come to an understanding and are quite comfortable with one another. And that has helped you to be able to be, in a healthy, neutral position as you move into this new role for your path. Oh, that one. Woo! I love this. Listen. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. I love this. I love this. Beautiful message for you. Miracles are definitely going to be abounding in your life. Miracles abound. That's what I want to say. So I'm going to get you a talking to heaven card, Kathy. I feel my voice. Kathy. Oh. You know it. Oh gosh. I can totally drop things. And this miracles, look at this. It's a unicorn on the card. That's like a magical card too. Hello. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. Without the human body, I am free, and I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place and almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living in one of those flying dreams that you and I discussed. So I can be with you as often as you need me, and it won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the word, and I'm there by your side instantly. Although I'm not technically an angel because I still have my human ego to deal with and learn about, I am like an angel to you. I will do my best to protect you always, and you can count upon my continuing love. Wow. Kathy, I need you to know that your husband still squeezes your buns. He tells me right now that he squeezes your buns, and you might feel him zapping your rear end or something like this, because he's still pretty hands-on. And he loves you very much. Flying dreams lately. Holy smokes. He's there, sister. He knows about all of this. Invite him into your dream time. Invite him into your dream time if you would like to spend some time with him. He's there. He knows. He knows you know. That is incredible. So pay attention to the next time he decides to make a pass at his lady and laugh and thank him for being present in your regular everyday life. What a sweet guy. Thank you so much, Kathy, for letting me connect for you, honey. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Sending love to you. Carol King, you are next, honey. Thank you for that donation, sweetie. I am offering free readings, but when people donate, I do my best to honor that because it is an energetic exchange, you know. Beautiful, Kathy. Thank you so much. Sending love, girl. Carol, do you have a certain question? Or you want me just to dive in here? Oh, I want these cards real quick. Aw, her phone's going to die. I'm sorry. Wow. Oh, boy. Okay. No. Let me see, Carol. Hold on, girl. Oh. Carol. Hold on. I'm getting some cards here for you because I kind of see the way these lay out. These are the archetype cards with Caroline Miss. And I'm kind of getting some archetypes about different things that are involved here. So I've got the first card that came out is God. Okay. And the light attributes of God energy or the archetype of God energy that we might embody here in this dimension. The light attributes are benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. However, there are shadow attributes to that God complex, if you will, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. I'm really drawn into this using power to control people. And this is really what I feel to be that third party issue going on. Power to control people. The other two cards that came out were the Knight and the Lover. Okay, so this represents to me three different people. All right, and you know, I feel like you know who I'm kind of talking about here. I'm glad you've been praying. That's fantastic. I'm glad you've been praying. So we have the God complex. I feel like this is a negative attribute here that is kind of filtering in. We also have the Knight. The Knight attributes say, the light attributes of the Knight say loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. I love that. I love that. The Lover say great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. I love that. So I see someone with the God complex, two people who have an honest, loyalty there. And then on the bottom of the deck here, the Judge. And we know what the Judge represents, right? But I'm going to go ahead and read this. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Remember, somebody thinks that they get to lord power over everyone else or somebody else. However, the Judge is stepping in here to make sure that the fair distribution of power is enforced. All right. I don't really feel that that's applies in the shadow. So let's continue now. No. Okay. Thank you for those stars, Lorraine. Thank you. Did you get your reading on the replay last night, girl? I hope so. All right, so let's talk about this. Right. Oh, that makes sense. Adjudication. Yeah. Okay. So look what I have here for you. This is funny. 22 official person popped out and landed on top of the judge. That's like, an official person and a judge. That's like one of the same. This is legal action here, and it's on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is in the works. Now, as far as the God complex, we've got false person here. Obviously, somebody who is attempting to manifest the circumstances that they have with the number 8 here under false pretenses. Now, with the knight, this is funny. Family room. That indicates to me like a level of comfort and intimacy. And in fact, this person might be laid up in their family room because they're under the weather. Okay, let's just say that. By the lovers, journey, number 10. Okay, so I feel this to mean that there may be a distance, especially since like the night is also in motion and the journey. So not quite, we talked about this a little bit, elsewhere. Deciding to go on a little bit of a vacation or a sabbatical or something like this, out of town, out of the way, this kind of thing. And then these two here, again, main male, adjudication. Crazy. How many cards do you have? Judge, official person, adjudication. All right. So I really do feel this journey could be, like I feel like all of these things need to unfold before some of the rest of this feels more comfortable. Okay, because there is legal action that is unfolding. And that is exactly why everyone is trying to be by the book, on the up and up, so that nobody with any where is this? Where did I put it? Nobody with any false pretenses can potentially jank up any programs by misusing the information or the power that they find that they have. Okay, I feel like it's not real power, but it could be effective if they choose to do something. And that is where the fear is coming from. So I'm doing my best to be tactful here and give you what I'm getting. Two cards. Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Surrender outdated beliefs of yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Carol, I'm going to also get you one of these spirit messages. Aww. Memories is the card. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chests of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. And I also want to say to you that neither time nor distance can impact the love that you have for somebody else who's in this dimension, even if you're in a separation at this time, even if you're not in physical distance or proximity, you can always send love toward that person that you care about. And please know that when you send love toward somebody or lift them up in prayer or this kind of a thing, even if they're alive, that love does truly go and land in their auric field, and it integrates into their energy patterns, and it does truly cause an uplifting effect in some area or another. So recognizing that, like, I really feel like filling yourself with positive emotions, with love, with hope, with optimism, and then sending some of that the other, towards that connection as well, towards that whole judicial process as well, can help things to flow more smoothly, even if you don't realize that that is how you can help, by adding positive energy towards the flow of that scenario. Okay, that it may move and unfold in proper timing. Absolutely, Carol. and memories of Lisa, because she knows you're thinking about her. She's present with you as well, honey. And she was that best friend. I understand, sweetie. One more message for Carol. I'll get you one from my own deck, Carol. They say it's this one. Oh boy. Carol, you've got the fork in the road, sister. This is what Spirit wants to bring to you today is, are you ready to take that fork in the road? Are you ready to move forward with those plans of the housing, of the change, of, renting your place and buying that fantastic home that is like close to your heart's desire? You know what I mean? Are you thinking about this? Are you planning this? Are you getting excited about this? Are you taking steps in that direction? Or is this all in the mental realms and going to pass you by, Carol? That is a possibility. If you don't take it with your hands and act upon this opportunity, then it could pass you by, right? Now, I do know, absolutely. I do know that there may be certain things that are, you're waiting to hear back on before you can proceed. So just make sure that you have all the ducks in a row and in order, because fork in the road truly does mean that there's crossroads. Things are changing and you are stepping in a new direction. So be ready and know which direction it is you want to step into. That's what I have for you, Carol. Thank you so much. Yes, you have an appointment to look at the house. That just makes me so excited. Good for you. Good for you. Fantastic. Let's do some quick cards, guys. I want to try to get to as many as possible right now. I still have 16 total. So drop an emoji if you want a quick card. Leanne, McAvoy Hall. Leanne wants one. All right. What's a quick card for Leanne? Oh, Leanne, you've got major arcana card number 5, the Hierophant. This is literally the meditation card. This is the spiritual growth card, the empowerment card. This card means that Spirit is calling you to deepen your connection with your higher self, with your inner self, your inner being. Decide to climb the ladder of evolution in whatever way is towards the light of your life, okay? Because you feel drawn in a certain direction, and that's because Spirit wants you to explore and enjoy that avenue. So don't think anything is too big or too small or too silly, okay? If you're feeling drawn, like, entertain the idea, take a little tiny baby step and watch and see how comfortable it feels for you, Leanne. Spirit wants you to embark on a journey. And you're the one who gets to decide where to go. And I feel like this is a journey of experiences and how they settle in with you and how you feel about things in your life. So enjoy that, Leanne. Thank you so much. All right, let's see those emojis. Let's see. Quick card for Lorraine Canelos. Lorraine. Hold on. Lorraine, you have the Queen of Wands here showing up for you. All right. So the Queen of Wands indicates that you are seen and valued and appreciated, and that people can take a look at Lorraine and go, wow, Lorraine really has it going on, man. She's appropriate. She shows up. She does the damn thing. And I enjoy being in her company. So this is what I want to say to you, Lorraine, that in this life, we may have stumbling blocks that kind of knock us off our game here, there, or whatever, but this is a part of who you are. You are this kick-ass, amazing soul who is here experiencing some hardships in life and some successes and joys in life. Okay, so don't forget about who you are and what you can do. Okay, because you're special. And if you invest in yourself and you're able to tap in with the talents and gifts and abilities that you have that are unique to you, that you really enjoy spending your time in those ways, like boom, it illuminates your whole frequency. Okay, and it sends that signal out, and it will draw towards you experiences that are resonant with the enjoyment that you are allowing yourself to embrace. Okay, darling. So continue to embrace the positive experiences and the enjoyment, and more so than that, create them in your life often. to remain illuminated and continue stepping into expansion. Lorraine, you've got to choose you. It's got to be right for you, or that's not illumination. That dims you. Whew. Okay, okay. Gina, it's you. Okay. Gina, you got 2 cards. And you know how I feel about 2 tarot cards. That's an embrace and release. Okay. So embrace, 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is the card to embrace at this time, Gina. So 3 of Wands is about waiting for the right time to make the right move. Okay. So I'm just, patient. I'm scanning the horizon. It's not quite here yet. It's not the wave yet. So I got to wait for the right time. I'm patient. And I know that there might be distance between me and whatever it is that I have to do, or I'm looking forward towards, or I'm looking, so we can look forward to something and I can dread something, whatever this could be. Okay. It's not the time. So quit fretting about things, okay? To release the Queen of Swords, mental energies, thinking you have it all figured out and it's supposed to be a certain way. And if one thing messes up, then the whole plan is fucked up. Okay, that's not the case, all right? The Queen also has her heart tucked away, but this is your release card, remember? So you don't need to worry so much about future tripping, and making sure that everything lines up, because things will line up in the moment. You know that you trust spirit. And even if there's a monkey wrench in the program, it's for your greatest and highest good, girl. You better pay attention. Now, it is not the time to tuck that emotions away. It's not. Sometimes we can want to when we're sitting in this, I don't really have what I want yet, or I can't do the things that I know I need to take action on yet because it's not quite the right time, but it's not the time to get, jaded by life. I want to say that when you tuck those emotions away, even when you got to deal with stuff, and so you tuck those emotions away, it robs you of the sensitivity of the enjoyments as well. I got to say this right now. Wow. I'm glad there's only 19 people here. I've been a spiritual practitioner for quite some time. And, in order to connect sufficiently, you do have to run a certain, energy for quite some time. You've got to hold the spiritual energy. And in that energy, you're very sensitive to the spiritual nature. And that sensitivity doubles in your life. You're sensitive to spirit on purpose, but you're also sensitive to the physical reality that you live in. It's a double-edged sword. Okay. So I've always, do my best to continue walking in the right direction, to be the best spiritual practitioner for you guys that I can possibly be. Right. And sometimes I've asked spirit, how come, there are times when I'm not as on it, as other times. And they remind me, do you remember when shit was going down in your life a few days ago and you really shut your emotions down to self-protect about what was going on, whatever? That captures sensitivity to spirit as well. That's why as spiritual practitioners, we have to address our lives. It's not a 9 to 5. It's not only while I'm live on this broadcast. It's a spiritual lifestyle. It is. So I want to say to you, girl, that when you tuck those emotions away, you're robbing yourself of the enjoyments later. You're putting that sensitivity on hold. And I do this too, guys, because it's tough in this physical dimension. It's tough in the relationships in our lives when things come out of left field and stuff happens, but how do we deal with it as best as we can, right? And I'm drawn to say also that spirit is telling me, and also telling me to tell you, that it doesn't mean it stalls your growth or that you're being punished. The energy that you could hold was, lessened at that time. You couldn't, you decided not to carry that energy, and therefore the walls were still a little bit up. Makes so much sense. So then the enjoyment can't get in as deeply either. So recognizing, I'm like, hey man, I gotta put the fucking walls up sometime. My life is not all peachy keen, friends. You think I have it all figured out and I never make a mistake? No, I'm a real person like you, and I'm supposed to learn and grow through my mistakes and challenges as well. So I want to say to you that intuition has really served me well. However, that authenticity, absolutely. I'm glad it makes sense to you guys. Life still happens no matter what. And it's about the experience and how we move through it and how we retain our own self through all the things, right? I tell you, I'm a real person just like anyone else, and spirit moves in my life. Thank you, God. And spirit can move in your life too. You don't need me. You don't need my program. I would love to teach you if you want to be in my program, but you can call on spirit. You can start your own practice. You can pray. You can do all the things, read books, whatever. You can learn in any capacity that feeds your soul, any capacity that works for you. Okay. We're all teachable all the time. And it's important to learn from many different sources, because one source is not the all end all be all of information that has it all and knows it all. And that's not the case. We all have what we have, and we learn from each other. Okay, quick cards from the Blabbermouth. Sandy Baird. I'm switching decks now. Sandy. Oh, you guys are awesome. I mean, it's not a money scheme or anything like that, you know. People have the weirdest opinions about that. Okay, Sandy Baird, the card that you have is self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your mind, body, and soul. Sandy Barrett, self-love. You guys are so awesome. I'm really drawn into the appreciation of the body, the way she's hugging her body there. The appreciation of thank you, body, for taking me through this challenging life for all these years and hanging in there with me, because nobody knows your scenario like your body, and nobody knows what your body has been through like you do. So to get that close, tight personal relationship and gratitude and compassion for your body is beneficial to your soul. And in fact, notice when you love your body more, your body loves you back. I'll tell you, some of those aches and pains can definitely, start to go away, start to feel better when you send love to your body, when you tell your body you love it. I've got to say something right now, Sandy. When we condemn our pain, because like I used to deal with chronic pain, believe me, but when we're like, I hate you pain, this pain sucks, my body's screwed, my body must hate me because I'm always in pain. When we condemn our body for being in pain, then the body, then the pain is doubled. You know what I mean? Then the body condemns itself and the pain is doubled down because we're being down on it as well. So sending love to your pain so that it may dissolve can really be beneficial. And even if, you don't feel that effect right away, just implement a little practice where I send love. Oh my God, my shoulder is killing me, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to send love to my sweet shoulder. I'm going to send love and healing right to this shoulder, because you've been through a lot, man. I know we've had surgeries or whatever's been going on. Who knows what's up with you, Sandy, or anyone else that has pain. Hello. Send love to that pain. Ask God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, angels, to send healing to that pain and uplift you and help you move up and out of this. Sending love will help to release. But when we condemn it and we hate it for being there, it digs in. KL Martini on YouTube. Animal Kingdom, fantastic. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. KL Martini on YouTube, Animal Kingdom. So if you've got pets in your care, most definitely lean into those connections, embrace those connections. I see you might have a pet profile there, a pet profile badge. Are you an animal communicator already? You may already be one and not even realize it. Okay, now we're going to talk about this. I'm a blabbermouth. So I began my animal communication out of a joke, just playing out of fun. I did not know that I was legitimately tapping into the pet personalities and advocating and speaking for them. Okay. So I had many animals at one point. I lived at my mom's and she had a lot of pets, and, it could get a little frustrating with many different personalities and pets on top of one another. So just for kicks and shits and giggles, I would make our pets talk trash about each other and us. pets and everything. And it was kind of a joke and my family would laugh. However, the more I would start speaking and vocalizing for the pets, the different voices for the different ones and their opinions and how they feel, and it really started to come through me that this was them speaking about how they feel and about life, their lives and everything else. And it was really quite entertaining. However, KL, who I lost you, Martini on YouTube, pay attention. You might just sense. Do you just know what your pet is thinking or feeling? Are you guys just in tune, or your pet knows when you're upset, comes right to you, right? These are the different ways in which we don't even know that we're communicating with our animals. You know something's wrong. You go check them out and certainly you figured it out. There is something, right? Whatever this is, there are so many ways that we can communicate because animals, they talk to each other all day long. It's telepathic. They don't speak a word. They don't look into each other's eyes or make facial expressions. They go about their day and they communicate on a telepathic wavelength. It's like a frequency, like a radio frequency. You can tune in to the frequency of your pets. KL Martini on YouTube and others, if you're feeling this, and you can recognize how they're feeling and go with that. Embrace that. Spirit wants me to give you one quick tip here. If you're interested in deepening that connection and proving to yourself that it's real, what you can do is think about your pet, okay? Your pet knows you. You know your pet. You know what would excite them, okay? So in a bland moment when nothing is going on, think about that exciting thing. Is it a dog treat? Is it a can of wet cat food? Is it a squeaky toy that they like? Whatever this is, think about it in your mind. Visualize it in your mind as in as much detail as possible. Okay. Conjure that image. Bring it. Okay, hold on. How do they want you to do this? Hold on. They want you to conjure that image into your mind. Allow yourself to get excited as if this is happening, okay? And then push the image to your pet towards their general direction, okay? Now listen, this is important. You might get that image. You've got some feelings. You've got an image. Okay, I have it kind of here. I'm pushing it, okay? Pushing it. I'm letting it go. Use your breath if you need to, in through your nose, out through your mouth as it drifts away. Now you might actually, depending on how sensitive you are, you might actually feel a moment of resistance when it kind of pops and snaps away from you and floats on the ethers into the auric field of your pet. Now give your pet, you may or may not feel that resistance. If you do, kind of allow it to go. You have to relax to allow it to go, because it's kind of like you holding that thought in your auric field. You've got to allow it to go. Now, what you can do is you've got to wait for a moment, okay? Because it's not instantaneous. They've got the flash in their mind. It has to go on the wind and land with them, and then they've got to interpret it and receive it, okay? So give it a moment. Let it sit. Keep breathing deeply, stay neutral, and just wait, okay? And then watch for your pet's response. When your pet receives the message, your pet will react. Most likely your pet will come to you excited. Okay, where is it? You're going to open some treat. You're going to give me my toy. Where's it at? You better deliver. At that point, then you make the physical move to go and get the thing. You don't do any of that to pre-warn them. You know what I mean? That's how you know that you're really connecting with your pet. Now, if you're having a hard time pushing the message, you can always envision that there's like a hose or a tube in front of you, like connected from your mind, and you can see it. And in the distance, your pet is at the other end, and you can push that thought and see it go down the tube, and eventually it hits the other end where your pet is at, and you can let it go. Okay. So that is something else you can do. I hope you can take that. They wanted me to say it. KL Martini on YouTube. Okay. So I've got a couple more quick cards, and I'm never quick. So let's just do this then. Power of Surrender. Yeah, I got a lot of tidbits, man. I know a lot of things. I've tried a lot of stuff, and I've heard of a lot of other people who try other things, etc. Usually I've got to try it at least twice to make sure I didn't like it. Make sure I didn't like it the first time. I'm just kidding. Sissy Tosh Myers, this is for you. Wow. Surrender to miracles, girl. We saw this earlier. Fantastic card, Sissy. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Beautiful, Sissy. I love that for you. You know you need that. You need some upliftment in your life, and a miracle is just what the doctor ordered. Good for you. Diana Rodriguez. Diana. Which one for Diana? That one. Diana, surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Boom. There you go. Diana, beautiful card and message. Let's see. Lily Paw. Lily Paw. Card for Lily Paw. That one. Lily, the card is surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Surrender denial. And that chick is blindfolded right there, running through a field blindfolded. She's going to fall at any moment. So accepting things as they are, taking that blindfold off can help you to see things with clarity and move in an empowered direction with your own awareness, okay? Because pretending that something isn't a thing does not make it true. Lily Paw. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh gosh, I see so many still. Let's see. Quick cards. Who was it? Bernice Rodriguez. Woo! Bernice, it fell in my lap. Hold on. Here it is. Bernice Rodriguez, surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Love that, Bernice. Love that for you. Lucia DeMarco. Let's see. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't miss you guys. Lucia DeMarco. Wait, that's not it. I apologize, honey. I Lucia Tamarchio. I'm sorry. Tamarchio. I just my brain said what it was, and obviously I didn't know. This one. Lucia. Ooh, surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Love that, Lucia. Love, love, love that. Because when you ride those waves of passion, there is inspired creation there. You know what I mean? I feel like pulling that passion through. Actually, Lucia, I feel like as you're working on your projects, your books, or whatever it is that you're doing, because I know you do a lot, finding that passion, activating your sacral chakra. This is one thing that they're telling me for you specifically, activating the sacral and pulling it up into the third eye so that you can allow this channeled information or whatever, the channel to come through your inspired projects. Okay. Use the passion to fuel the channel. Do you understand, Lucia? That's what I have for you. And you're welcome. Hold on. Pascal. Oh, it's this one. Pascal, you've got surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Beautiful energy, Pascal. Beautiful. I also see Pam Partain. Pam, card for Pam. Pam, your card says surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Remember, you don't want a half-cooked cake. You want to let it bake. All right, guys. So I am going to do a group pick a card message now. If you did not get an individual message from me, check me out. I'm on Mondays for Zodiac Mondays. I'm on other days of the week. I'm here for you guys. I also have private sessions. So if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, I don't have another job. This is what I do. So if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level as a professional spiritual practitioner for you, my links are in your description box. So, woo. Okay, that's going to be for us. 1 and 2. Pick 1, 2, or 3, guys. Live or on replay. 1, 2, or 3 from the Spirit Messages by John Holland. I will read them from the book. 1, 2, or 3. Pick your card and message. We got 1 here. You can't see them. Hold on. There's 1 and 2. And 3. You guys are awesome. It's always a nice time spending time with you. I was thinking, like, sometimes I have this urge, like I should go live every day. And then I think, like, wouldn't you guys get so bored of me if I was on every freaking day? Like, I think that would be too much. That's what I think. I don't know. What do you think? You let me know if you would be here with me every day. If I have 5 people show up every day, I'll be a little bit sore, because, you guys, I appreciate you, but I don't want to be too much. If you pick number 1, every day, maybe one day I will do that. If you pick card number 1, let me see here. You guys are too sweet. The card is relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. We bring you this card for we feel that you may be questioning a certain relationship in your life. This card also signifies that it may be time to evaluate and appreciate the relationships you have now or those from the past, good or bad. Even a difficult relationship can be a surprising spiritual catalyst for you. All relationships, whether they are on an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual level, are a part of the learning process and enlightenment of the soul. No matter what category a relationship falls into, it acts as a teaching tool for the lessons your soul needs to learn. It can help you understand, change, or enhance your individual qualities. Ask yourself, if it was in the past, what did I learn from that relationship? Or if it's a current relationship, ask yourself, what am I learning from this relationship? Different types of relationships have an uncanny way of identifying which aspects of your life need attention. At times, they reveal your vulnerabilities and insecurities or your need for attention, approval, or acceptance. Let this card be the catalyst to either heal a current relationship or attract more positive relationships for the future. Beautiful card and message number 1. Are you ready for number 2 now? Oh. The card is strength, number 2. If you were drawn to pick number 2, it's strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we are always with you. You have drawn this card because Spirit is reminding you that in life, your greatest weaknesses create your greatest strengths. We're aware that you may be facing new challenges or suffering from a sense of uncertainty or even feeling vulnerable or insecure. In the past, just when you think you've had no strength left and that you've reached a point where you cannot go on, it's your inner strength combined with your energy, with our energy, that has gently pulled you through. This card is confirmation that you're stronger than you believe, and now is not the time to give in. Use your inner confidence to overcome life's obstacles and know that from each experience, a valuable lesson can be learned and stored as wisdom to be used in the future. Do not be surprised if help or assistance comes to you, and it could arrive in the most unexpected way. Remember, we are here for you always. Number 2, beautiful message. And for those who were drawn to pick number 3, the card is hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. Spirit has brought this card to the forefront for a reason. Even though there's a fine line between despair and hope, this card is validation that hope is always there. It's always inside you, and you have the free will to tap into its positive effects at any time. Hope provides a positive mindset to believe, to instill a sense of inner confidence, and to know that there's a happy and satisfactory outcome to any given situation. Use this card as a mirror to see yourself for all that you are, all the good things, the beauty you bring to this world, the love you offer, and the encouragement you give to others. Believe in yourself and know that you can overcome any situation. Hope will be your source of energy with all your achievements, so start trusting your instincts to see your life differently. When you tap into hope, you can transcend the restrictions of the past. Beautiful messages. Beautiful messages for all of us today. You guys are freaking awesome. I do totally appreciate you. Now I'm going to have to wrap this up so that I can go order our real life Oracle decks. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I thank you guys for tuning in with me today on this lovely Saturday or whatever day it is for you. And I hope to see you on Monday or whatever day that is for you for zodiac readings. Until the next one, I send you all so much love, so many blessings. Good night, my friends.